Hello everyone. Today I will be responding to the comments on my last video. I figured that it would just be easier to do it this way instead of replying to them in the comments. In my last video, I went over a few things about Sector Breach, bringing up problems and offering some solutions. I will put each comment on screen so you can pause the video to read them. First up is this comment by CheekyMonkey2647. I agree with this, and if KixEye keep up with their own schedule, the Spartans, Lightbringers, and Choppers should be added to the gear store anytime now, because they added the 3 that came before that last time, that being the Jackals, War Horses, and Fighters. Now, as for feedback, I agree with them adding the units and all of their things to the gear store, but there are some problems that this could make. Let's quickly take a look at this from KixEye's point of view. All of the heavy corners most likely have hundreds of blood thorium. This means that they would not have to unload their wallets during every sector breach, which means less money for KixEye. This is a very unfortunate thing for the low and non-corners like us, but it is true, which makes me think that they will most likely not add the legendary units to the gear store faster than they have been so far. Besides, we need to focus on fixing the event itself, and not making it rely on external factors like the gear store to play it. Next up is this comment by Shockterp66. First of all, making it so you can use any unit during sector breach would make the entire event more pointless than it already is, as it would be pretty much an exact copy of the monthly events. Next, PvP units are by far the strongest units in the game. A level 10 Umos could pretty much solo the entire general track last event if you used him to destroy the bunkers. Also, putting PvP units as base defenders would make the event literally impossible, as they would have all the buffs from the Go-Go bar and whatever else, and be near impossible to kill, so I am not sure what this guy is going on about. Next up are these 2 comments that I combined because they have the same ideas. As for Jason's wall of words, yes, I agree that spending entire weekends grinding events is very bad and exhausting, but once again, we need to think about it from the money-hungry eyes of the KixEye developers. Events every week brings in money, and to top it all off, you get extremely behind if you miss even one event, which would make you more likely to spend money. What I am saying is, this would be a nice thing, but it will most likely not happen because they simply do not care about us anymore. As for the part about the exchange store, the older units would 100% be helpful to lower levels, but only if they were cheap enough. I am talking sales 75%, hopefully more than that, for even the not sold units in the sector breach store like the Spartans, John, and the Lightbringers, but probably not Lumos just yet. This goes for all of the events too, and not just sector breach. Giving heavy sales on the costs of older units could bring a significant amount of players back into the game. Most of the event prices are overpriced to all hell anyway. Using PvP platoons instead of assault platoons would make it a lot simpler and better, or maybe they could let us repair the damn units separately in an assault platoon like everyone was asking for when the event came out. The main issue that I am having coming up with solutions is that KixEye have sunken themselves so far down into a pile of shit that it is hard to think of easy solutions instead of ones that would change the game completely. For example, if there was not an event every weekend, then there would be weekends where there would be absolutely nothing to do at all, which does not make this game sound fun to play. To make it worse, the world map has pretty much nothing useful on it, so you would just get on for 5 minutes, upgrade a building, maybe start a month-long upgrade for a unit, and get off. This has turned into a discussion on the game overall, and not just Sector Breach. Personally, I think, and I have seen a few other people say this, that there should be an event that lasts an entire month, an event where it wouldn't be necessary to play every day, and instead play however much you want to or are able to every day, an event that would give new players a chance to catch up every day, and an event that would bring in a constant income. They could obviously still have other shorter events during this one, and to improve this idea, they could add every new unit to the month-long event as it is added in each shorter event, perhaps at a higher price to keep the game balanced, but to also be easy enough to where the players that miss the shorter events can catch up without waiting as long or spending as much money. Next up are these supportive comments. Thank you for the kind words, guys, and if you have not subscribed, please do, as I am getting close to 100. Next up. Oh, well, I will see you all in the next video, I guess.